In this video, we're going to talk about the Advanced Operations and GIS panel, which we're really excited about, and we think it is going to be very useful to those who are looking to get a lot more out of our editor. So to get to the GIS panel, there's actually two places. You can either click the GIS plus icon in the top right hand corner here, or you can go under Menu and hit Scripts in GIS. Once you reach it, you'll see on the left here we have a bunch of sorted different operations you can do, and out of the box there are 20, and we're going to go through all of them. So the first one is drawing a line by points, and you can just put in a start latitude and an end latitude, longitude, and just create a line. The next one allows you to draw circles at either a point or a marker. A point, you just specify middle latitude, longitude, and then your radius. And a marker, you can actually specify a marker right on the map. So we're actually going to do this just for demonstration purposes. We'll select this house, and then we'll put, let's make it 250 meters in radius, and this will actually create a circle of that radius around the marker. We've also added the ability to draw a grid between markers. So I'll just go marker 1, marker 2, and you can actually set a cell count, which is roughly the how many cells across it will be, and then you can hit create grid. And if I go over here, you'll actually see you now have a grid. A very common operation is travel time analysis. So we're just going to use this house as an example, and we provide three different types of travel time analysis. So the first is a polygon. So I'm going to pick the house, and then I'm going to leave it as walk time, and then I'm just going to specify 5 minutes. And this will actually create a polygon on the map that represents a 5-minute walk time around your specific marker. All right, let's go over the other two. And the next operation is a travel time grid, which you can actually specify colors. And instead of minutes, you actually specify a range. So we're going to make this pretty small around this. Let's make it 0.25 kilometers, and we'll also make it walk, and then we'll hit the grid. And this will actually create a travel time grid. So yellow dots represent at least 10 minutes, and green dots represent 5 minutes. The next travel operation is the travel web, which allows you to draw colored lines from your start point to all the markers in a specific group. So I have the house, and then I can just specify my markers group, and it creates a web. So green is 5 minutes, and yellow is 10 minutes, and the length of these different colored lines are actually how they relate to each other. So this would be the shortest, and then that would be medium, and that would be the longest for the 5-minute ones. So the next operation allows us to actually find the distance along a line. And this is really useful if you have, say, a hiking path. So I just made this scribble right here. And if I go to distance along line, I can first select the line. And then I select the marker where I want to designate along the line how far I've went. And then let's just make it, I don't know, 250 meters. And this will actually place a marker at the 250 meter point. Let's just, for visualization, I can put 500. And as you see, this is now 500. The next type of analysis we have is just center. And we have centroid, center of mass, and center, and we'll just do centroid. And we can pick, again, the marker we want to represent the center. I'll just make it a 1. And then the group of markers. And I can then plot the center, and it puts it at this. Keep in mind that this operation will take in all points in a group, so that will include a polygon shape if you want to find the center of a polygon. The next operation is reverse points, and this one is pretty simple. This just allows you to reverse the points of a line. This is really useful if you need to reverse the directions of arrows, or if you want to measure from the other end. So I can just demonstrate this here. So this actually will reverse the direction of the arrows. Our next group of operations let you bulk change styles on both markers and shapes. So to demonstrate this, I'm actually going to just change all the markers in a group. So I'm going to specify in group, and then I will select a new style. I'll make it a red 1 paddle, and then I can select markers. You can also change markers by Polygon, and this is really useful if you need to do a specific set. So if I go to GIS and I go Polygon, I can then select my new style, let's say 2, and then select my polygon, and it will only change the marker styles that are in that group. You can also swap styles, so you can change one marker style to another, and you can also bulk change line and fill styles. And a really cool one we offer is called Rainbowify. So this is probably best demonstrated with a grid. So I'll just quickly draw a grid. So you see we have a grid here. So now I will just rainbowify it. Now as you can see, it just applies all random colors to all the shapes in a group. In addition to all these built-in scripts, you can also build your own scripts. So for any of these different operations, if you click on them and then in the bottom right you click code, you can actually see the code that goes into making this operation. This will allow you to create pretty much anything you can think of. Out of the box, we offer turf as analysis in addition to our standard API. If you want to create a new script, all you have to do is click Create New Script. We are really excited to see how you use all these new tools to make maps. And if you have any feedback for us, please don't hesitate to send us a note.